Welcome back to the Vanderpump Rules after show. We had another exciting week with the servers. Lisa took a trip to hang with the common folk. Krazy Kristen is officially back. And yes, Hope is that hoe. Get ready. We're breaking it down.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Like a virgin.
Ooh.
Yes.
I love when the lights go.
You said it. Who thinks they're like a virgin this week, Serio?
James Kennedy.
James Kennedy. He thinks he is just holier than thou, Mr. Mighty James Kennedy, the king or the queen of Vanderpump Rules. Welcome back, guys. I'm Zack Peter. Thank you for joining us again. Every Monday night, we're going to be breaking down Vanderpump Rules, new season 7. This week's episode was Hope and Pride. We got to meet Hope, Krazy Kristen's new friends that she's bringing us along for a very wild ride. And we got to celebrate their annual Pride celebration that they have here in West Hollywood that the servers like to host at all of their restaurants. We're going to be breaking down Jax and Brittany's engagement party. James and Raquel try to have a little party of their own with Sandoval and Ariana. A little limp for me. We're breaking down Pride. There's some new accusations with Mr. James Kennedy. He's being accused of cheating once again. We're going to break it all down for you guys. We have some hot tea time. We're going to be serving the verdict, and we're going to be crowning our pumptinis, so make sure you have yours ready to comment below. But I couldn't host this week's after show without the lovely Miss Serio. Hi, Serio.
Hi, guys. We are so excited that you guys are back for the second week. Y'all were so great last week, so keep those comments coming, please.
Yes. I remember we saw who? We saw in the comments we have Tabitha, Clarence.
Yes.
All you guys from last season come back this season. Mm-hmm. Thank you for joining us. How are you feeling about this week's episode, Serio?
I'm loving it. I like it. It wasn't dull. It gave me a lot of juice. I loved Brittany at the beginning with her engagement party, and Lisa being there was amazing. I mean, I didn't.
She rolled up in that Rolls Royce.
Yes. Yes. To a normal West Hollywood
common
apartment.
folk apartment.
And I just thought it was so sweet. I don't love that Raquel was in it a lot, but it gave me a lot to laugh at and to just question so many things. And I hope she's questioning them right now as well.
I don't think she's questioning much.
All right,
I think that's just her. That's just her life. I did love, my favorite quote of the night was after they were fighting at Sir during Pride. James is like, let's go. We're leaving now. And she's like, but I haven't peed yet.
I know. That was great.
She was having a moment this week.
What was your favorite part?
That was probably my favorite part.
Oh.
Because she didn't pee.
One and done.
Which is surprising because I don't like her so much.
I know. But I think she was just that laughable one this episode.
Yeah, she was definitely a little goofy, which I liked. I also really liked the part where what was where James is freaking out in Sir, and he's like, why is Kristen here? And Jax is like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that was
she's here.
You're right. That was a really good moment. That made me laugh.
That was a good moment. So speaking of Jax, why don't we jump into the engagement party, because that's how we kicked off the episode. Yeah. Which I thought was cute that he had Stassi, his ex-girlfriend, kind of put together this whole party for him and his current fiance, Brittany. Mm-hmm. I'm engaged.
I know. That was really sweet that she did that. I thought it was cute. You know, they have a really tight-knit friend group.
Yeah.
That it was just a special moment probably for her and them. And obviously they'll have a bigger party like Jax, said they would. But it was just a nice moment, and she seemed surprised. And I mean, everyone was saying that he does seem different. They're not being Jaxed, and it's not like his normal, I'm going to change, but really he's not. And I'm going to give it to Jax. Even though we're not there, through the TV, I can even feel it.
You can feel a different vibe in him. You can feel that he's definitely a lot more, just less douchey, wanting to be less douchey, actually caring about other people and putting other people's thoughts and feelings into consideration with his actions, which I think is definitely a big growth in his maturity, because we would have not said that last season at all.
No.
At all. So I think his dad passing really did affect him in a good way.
Yeah.
I loved Stassi's comment about Lisa walking in and being like, what is this cottage cheese ceiling? There were so many good lines tonight.
That's true.
Oh my God, you guys, this live chat is lit.
You guys are so cute, by the way, at the beginning, saying hi to everyone.
Yes,
Zack was
saying hi to each other. Lindsay
So
and
cute.
Clarence. You guys are so adorable. Urka P. Kimberly said, did it seem like James was on something? I thought he was his usual hyper drunk self, but his pacing around was weird.
I don't
he on the
think he was
pasta?
on something. I do think that he was really feeling it and thinking he's a DJ and was just taking drinks back left and right, which he shouldn't be doing, first of all.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I thought he was just like really feeling himself, really in the moment, and just drinking too much for working.
Yeah, I think there was like a hyper amp that he had something that was just like a little extra edge. Like his cocktail was laced with a little more than just vodka. I think, yeah, that's my hot take on James Kennedy. Kimberly also says that Raquel's interview was very awkward. We were talking about that outside. That Raquel finally has a sit-down interview.
Yes. She had a one-on-one. Yeah. Interview.
She had a one-on-one interview, and she didn't seem to have much better commentary then.
No. And it just looked like she was really trying to look good.
That was like her mood of the night.
Yeah.
Really trying. Like if that was like a Facebook status, like emojicon that she could put, like really trying. Yeah. A for effort, D for execution.
Not an F, guys.
Not an F because she had that line. Because she had the line about not getting to pee. If she didn't have the line about getting to pee, she would still be on the naughty list.
Very true.
Amanda says James never learns. We're going to get to James and Amanda. Hang in there.
There's so much to talk about with him.
So much. We're going to break down probably most of this episode with him at Pride because he was having a hard moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
We didn't see Logan, though. You would think they would have Logan in the Pride episode.
I'm pretty sure he's probably at another Pride party.
They had Billy for like 2 seconds, and she wasn't even mic'd.
Yeah.
Like the audio on hers when they were reacting to Jax's engagement was like rough.
They probably were like, oh my God, this just happened. And I like called the camera people to go over just her because
I mean, they could have got like a boom or like taken them to like a part of the restaurant that wasn't so loud.
No, I agree.
Could have done it differently. Poor Billy. It was probably filmed on like an iPhone because they weren't prepared for that scene.
No, not at all.
That's how much they care about James and Billy if they didn't even have a cam on them when they knew Jax was going to propose to Brittany.
That is true. That's
a
good point.
They had the whole crew at the apartment.
You're right.
Ready for the engagement party. Mm-hmm. So we got to see James and Raquel try to throw a dinner party for Tom and Ariana. Mm-hmm. Which was, I mean, it was kind of cute, but it was like not...
It was kind of cute. It was a nice apartment. I want to know how that is their apartment, because a 2-bedroom, wherever it may be, like, good for you.
Well, does he still have his sugar daddy? Is that sugar daddy's apartment?
I mean, no, it's not. It was
a new
his
apartment.
own 2-bedroom.
Maybe see you next Tuesday nights are doing really well.
Maybe they have a dog, which they don't take care of. But I mean, it looked really cute. Like they really tried. Raquel didn't say much. She looked like she
really
did.
does.
It looked like she did in cut, like how they showed her. She was like laughing, and you could tell she was engaging, but they didn't show her actually engaging, which was I found pretty funny.
And when they showed those shots of you looking like you're engaging, it's really just because the audio was so rough that they needed to have a transition B-roll clip to get them to have the sentence actually make sense within the clip that they're showing.
I mean, mainly they were just gossiping about Jax and Brittany, which it's like, okay. And I mean, Ariana and Tom said they had a good time, but if you really watch their facial expressions, like they didn't seem like they were about it.
No, I think I don't understand their relationship with James. Like, why are they still friends with him? Like, do they just feel that bad for him? Because I don't think they genuinely like him that much. Like, when you have a friend that's like a real jerk and is always just like bashing everybody else in your friends group, like at some point you're just like, we need to like kind of take a minute and take a break. And they just seem to always be hanging out with James.
I feel like Tom and Ariana are that neutral couple that like really
Annoying.
that anyone can be like get along with. But I also feel like Tom has always been that person because he was that person for Jax too. When like Jax cheated or like he knew something was up, Tom would always call him out, and maybe he's just that guy.
But him and Jax had history, whereas him and James don't have history.
I don't know.
James is new to the group. Nobody likes James. Like James, it's just not. I think they're trying to make James the new Jax, but it's just like way too aggressive.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's coming in way too hot to like.
He is coming in way too cocky, and it's like, no one should really be cocky, but there's like a way to do it and still be liked.
Confidence.
He's just like cocky and doesn't understand that it doesn't look good on him. And like no one cares. Like you think they care, but in reality they're probably like making fun of you a little bit.
Oh, they're completely making fun of him. Like
it's just like how does he not get that? Does he genuinely think people are like DJ James Kennedy like woo?
It's like a Countess Luann thing.
Oh my
where,
God,
like, it's just
she's good.
But it's like there's not enough self-awareness.
I know
and this is how these people get cast on crazy reality shows like Vanderpump Rules, is because they lack that self-awareness to realize that, like, they're more than just this character, that they're being, like, they actually believe that they're this person when it's like an exaggerated version of who they're supposed to be. And it's like, I don't know.
No, you're right.
I think he genuinely believes that people are just like, yeah, DJ James Kennedy. And it's like, they like him more because he's a character on the show and they like being part of the scene versus actually, watching him and being into him.
You're right.
Like when they watch our after shows, they get into that because they enjoy us, Sarah Serio.
They enjoy us.
They enjoy us a lot. And you can watch a lot more after shows on YouTube. Isn't that right?
Yes. So many. Hey, AfterBuzzers. Our network produces after shows for nearly all of your favorite TV shows. From dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more, there is no network that works harder to serve television fans. But we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about pesky notifications, don't be, because they're optional. So hit that subscribe button now, right now, for those channels, and check out our other after shows on AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did so in the comments, and we'll thank you on air. For now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
That's right. We love you guys, and we know you're going to love us. Every week, we're going to be celebrating with our pumptinis ready. So get them ready, guys. Quick check in the chat. Billy says he thinks he agrees with Amanda. Tom is always trying to be the good guy. I agree.
Yes.
Lindsay says James doesn't know how to control his mouth, and he's going to crash and burn this season.
Absolutely. But how hasn't he learned?
Ooh, Lindsay said, I hit the button. She subscribed. Shout out, Lindsay. See, we shout you out when you subscribe. We love you guys. And Stacy says that James saying that Jax was a good first husband was rude. I thought that was funny.
Rude.
I thought that was funny. I'm actually going to disagree with you. I love you, Stacy, but I thought that was a funny zinger. I don't support James Kennedy, and I don't want to laugh at his jokes, but that one was pretty funny.
I mean, so many comments. That was like the not so rude one compared to a lot of other ones that have already happened, and I just don't know why he brings them back up.
I mean, James just needs a reality check, I feel like, every season, and this is probably going to come later this season. He's going to have a moment with Lisa where he's going to break down, and he's going to be like, I'm sorry, Lisa, and she's going to be like, you're such a jerk, you're like Jax. He's going to be like, no, I'm not, Lisa. My parents split up like 5 years ago, and I'm still going through it. He uses that every season.
Every season. It's probably because he's going to get fired.
I mean, he needs to get fired. Well, but then again, it took Jack 6 seasons to get fired, and then we see him ask for his job back tonight, which is like, what? What?
Well, he has a wedding to pay for.
He has a cubic zirconia ring to pay for.
I don't know. Do you really need this job? Do you?
I think I think he was afraid he was going to lose the storyline, but like,
Yeah.
You engaged to your girlfriend. Like, you don't need to fight for the storyline that hard.
No, he doesn't need it. I think he just likes to be around his friends.
He does.
I mean, that's really what it comes down
fair.
to. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
So we got to see Krazy Kristen back.
Love it.
And she brought in hope. Every season, Kristen has like just a girl that slept with somebody on the cast, like in her back pocket. I don't know where she finds them. She has like a treasure trunk, a trunk of like just girls that have screwed guys on this show.
Yeah.
And then every season she's just going through it and she's like, okay, which one am I going to pull out this time? And this time we got Hope.
Hope. Girl. That's really ballsy of you. First of all, the fact of how, like, when it was a flashback to Kristen and her having that conversation at the restaurant, just the fact that she was so confident in saying, like, yeah, she went to sleep and then James and I had sex in the kitchen.
Like, so, like,
and then Kristen's over there like, yeah, isn't he messed up? Isn't he this kind of a person? And then she's like, yeah, and then that's why I've done it with him, like, 10 other times in life. It's like, no, girl. No.
That's why I said Hope is that hoe. She's like, I sleep with you. I'm going to go on TV. I'm just going to put it all out there. I'm just going to wreck your life. She is Wreck-It Ralph. She's Ratchet Wreck-It Ralph. And she's not messing around.
No.
She came to tear it up.
She came.
Oh my God. But I loved
conquered.
it so much because she was just so confident. And she was like, I'm going up to Raquel and I'm throwing this bomb in her face and I'm telling her that her boyfriend is just a sleazeball. And she was like hardcore sticking with it.
And yet Raquel is there like, I thought we were friends. I'm not going to believe you. When it's like, girl, if this has been the 10th woman who has come up to you,
yes,
how are you not going to believe it?
I know.
Or have any feeling inside of you that, like, this is not right?
Yeah, no. She was like hardcore. She's like, this is it. I'm going to expose him. I'm going to expose him for the dirt. See, but then that's the thing too. Is like, he's a dirtbag. So she's exposing him for, like, this is a good Samaritan. I'm actually going to root for Hope. This is not Faith. Okay, first of all, the fact that they all have stripper names is another side note that we're not even going to talk about at this moment. But she is doing a good deed. She is like, James is a bad guy. James is cheating on his girlfriend repeatedly. And I am here to set the record straight so that I can help poor Raquel, poor little Bambi, like, not get hit by another train. And she just keeps laying on the tracks.
She honestly, and she does. And the one thing that I was like, how do you not understand when she was saying to Lala that you're not a girl's girl or this isn't being a girl's girl? Yes, it is. Do you need to know what it is to be a girl's girl? The girl comes to you to let you know how your boyfriend is acting. What is her definition? Oh, her boyfriend's gonna come up to her and be like, hey babe, I slept with this person. And then that girl's being the girl's girl. No.
No, she thinks a girl's girl is just like, she sees a girl happy, so she's not going to ruin her happiness. But it's like,
no,
you're going to end up way hurt in the long run if you don't listen to the girl that's trying to have your back right now. Like, the girl that doesn't tell you that your boyfriend's cheating on you when she knows and has proof. That's the girl that's not a girl's girl because she's not looking out for you.
Exactly.
Oh my God, Sarah, the live chat is so
Please.
good right now.
Tell me.
Shaboogies is back. Shaboogies is back. Shaboogies is back. People are very excited to see you back. And he or she said, Raquel is a corpse whose eyes are wide open. And it's so true. 'Cause she has no personality.
Yes.
So good.
That's good.
That is very good. Kimberly said that's what Kristen did to Jax before. That's what we love Kristen for. That's why we call her Krazy Kristen, because we live for that Krazy Kristen. Spoogies also dropped another great gem of a quote tonight, which was also from Raquel. Raquel's just coming in with the gems right now.
I'm telling you.
And that was her quote to Lala, where she said, I'm not dumb, Lala.
I know, and it's like people are gonna say like maybe that was
So
rude of her,
good.
but no, she just wasn't listening. And at some
So
point, you
good.
just have to say to the person like, "Hey, you're this," and get with it because everyone else is with it besides you. So you look pretty stupid. Just say like that's not mean. You just need to get it together because
I
that's not
agree.
who you are.
I agree. Lynn says everyone always comes for the woman, and these guys are the actual trash.
I mean, it's absolutely true, but like, are you seriously going to be able to be like, James, clean your act up? Like, he was all over the place. He was like pissed off at Lala, and then and then he comes back, and then he's like, I miss you, I miss us. Like, people, it was used to be us. It's like he was a bouncy ball.
You know, and it's like, if you love Raquel so much, then you're not still going to be caught up on Lala.
So true.
Like, Raquel is really just the rebound side piece that like, if Lala were to dump Randall and be like, James, I want to be with you, James would drop Raquel in 2 seconds.
For sure.
2 seconds. And Raquel was like, but he treats me like a queen. I'm like, honey, he's the only queen in that relationship. Let's be real.
How he dropped that cigarette and twirled. He twirled.
Twirl. Yeah.
No.
He's like, boom, mic drop. It was like a flick of the cigarette with a little like sachet. And I was like, okay. Oh my God. James Kennedy, this is your season to go down.
Questioning so many things about you.
Urka P said Raquel should stay with him until filming stops so she gets her money. P.S. Raquel is beautiful. I agree. She's beautiful. But again, like Shpooby said, lights are on, but nobody's home.
I mean, it's true.
Serio did not disagree. How are we feeling about the 80s theme?
I liked it.
It was cute, right?
It was cute. It was fun. It wasn't like anything over the top like years before.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was nice. I think everyone had great costumes.
It's a vibe. It was a mood.
Yeah.
We even played some Madonna that we assumed was from the 80s. We're hoping that it was.
We didn't know.
If anybody's actually born, and thrived in the 80s, then please let us know if that was not an 80s song so we can make sure we get our decades correct next week. 84. Okay, there we go.
Perfect. So
Thank you.
Right.
We were right on point. We were born like 10 years later, but we got it.
If we'd known, we should have dressed 80s theme tonight, but...
I know, that would have been fun. I liked the outfits. They were pretty fun. Was there anyone that you really loved or really hated?
I mean, I'm gonna try to be different because I was gonna say Lala, but
Sorry.
what's the comment?
Sorry.
No, that was good.
Spookies is killing it tonight, you guys.
We're happy you're back too.
Oh, we're so happy you're back.
You are giving gems.
James reminds me a lot of my ex-boyfriend, who's now married to a man. So good. So good.
I mean,
living for it right now.
Hello. Jax even said it. Jax was like, I had so many people telling, my girlfriends that I was sleeping with the women. And he's like, and I was sleeping with them. And I mean, like, why not take what Jax has to say? Because Jax was you.
Yeah, I think he was trying to shade Jax in that moment and be like, well, everyone said Jax was always cheating and, now he's engaged. But it's like, yeah, they always accused him of cheating and doing crappy things only to find out by the end of the season he did all of those crappy things. Like, that is who Jax was. Like, now he's different. And I think everyone is a little worried that he might kind of switch back into old Jax once the pain of his dad kind of goes away. Because he's definitely changed right now. But I think James's whole analogy was way off.
Yeah.
Way off. All right, should we get into some of our fun special segments?
Yeah.
Why don't we start with tea time? Tea time?
Okay. Yeah,
Get your
let's do some tea.
Oh, you have your teacup ready? We're going to spill some tea, you guys. We had a lot that happened. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so first up in the news, this one comes from Radar Online, and this one is about Lala Kent. So Lala is apparently potentially leaving the show. This may be her last season. So we saw that we saw a few months ago, earlier this year, she got engaged to her boyfriend, Randall. Mm-hmm. And so now Radar is claiming that this is her last season now that they're actually planning their wedding. And she doesn't want her marriage on the show, so she's going to leave and, live her happy life with Randall. What do you think, Serio?
I mean, I can respectfully see her doing that. I do think, how she is on Vanderpump, and then, I'm not saying she's, two different people, but, Randall does have, younger children, and so she probably doesn't. It's probably the smartest idea, let's be real, so, no drama comes into it.
Yeah.
And she seems like that kind of person. She's found her man, she did what she wanted to do, and now she's going to invest herself into, that part of her life in this time.
I get it. And I think it's a very valid point, and I don't disagree with you. But at the same time, I also kind of feel like Radar Online, I don't know if I believe this story.
I mean, Radar Online is one of a great reliable source.
It's the James Kennedy of gossip sites. I think that, I mean, we've seen We've seen Lala on the show for several seasons not showing her relationship with Randall. Mm-hmm. So I don't understand why her marriage would kind of affect, like, she can still be in a relationship with him. I can see why she would leave the show because she really doesn't need to be a part of it anymore. Like, she's doing films now. Randall's really helping her career. She has her lip gloss line. Like, she's doing good.
It's probably just like a next step for them. It's like marriage is different than like dating, or in a sense. But I will say I can see Lala and Randall potentially having their own reality show because, like I was saying last time,
they're great together.
If you did go to his Instagram to see, I think he is a personality and he could be someone like really fun to watch. Like,
I think that would actually
like
be
Jay
a good
and very cavalier.
Yes.
Like, they seem to have a good dynamic, so I could see them having their own show.
I saw them together on Watch What Happens Live, or not Watch What Happens Live, with Flipping Out with Jeff Lewis, and they're really cute together. Yeah. You saw them like kind of designing their house. I loved how she was like making all of the design renovation decisions when it was on his dime, and she's like, and we need these floors and we need this lighting fixture. It was really cute, and I think they would have a great spin-off together. Yeah. So I hope that if she does leave Vanderpump, she does go for the spinoff option because I would love to see more of their relationship or their marriage. Oh, but the report did say that the reason she was leaving, she didn't want to show their relationship on camera because she was afraid it might ruin their relationship, which is understandable. We all have heard of the reality TV marriage curse. Okay, our next story. This one's about Miss Scheana Shay, Sarah Serio. So recently, this one's according to Us Weekly, and Jax Taylor, we love us some Jax Taylor, was sitting in an interview, and this is quote about Scheana. He was asked about Scheana. He said, I think Sheena's just in a place right now where she's just, I love Scheana, and this is nothing against her. She's a great friend, and she's very sweet. I think she's just a hopeless romantic, maybe codependent, and just wants to be in a relationship. She jumps from relationship to relationship to relationship, and it's just like, dude, chill, take a moment, you know? So Scheana Marie, or is she still Scheana Shay? What is she going by these days? Just Scheana?
Just Scheana,
She's like Madonna now?
Yeah, Cher.
She responded, and she tweeted today, actually, this morning, and she said, for the record, I am single. I haven't had a boyfriend or even seriously dated someone since Rob. No one can hang a TV quick enough for me, I guess. LOL. Enjoy a new episode of Pump Rules tonight. # I love Mondays.
It's like, we get the TV thing. You've done that shtick for so long. Let's move on. You're not over him. Stop mentioning it.
Her TV joke would have been funny had like there not come 1,000 TV jokes already last season from other people that made them before she was in on the joke.
But it's like, also, girl, you have kind of been in a serious, not serious, or a relationship because Adam is on your Instagram as much as my boyfriend is on my Instagram.
And so Jax responded to her. Jax clapped back at her tweet, and he said, we are on a reality show. When people ask me a question, I answer it. I didn't just volunteer this statement. All I have seen is you go back and forth with Adam and Max. If you're single, great. If you're not single, I honestly don't care. I'm just answering the question. Yeah. I think that's fair. He was asked a question. He answered the question about Scheana. But you're right. She's with Adam all over the place. And this is Adam, who we saw last season. He was the one that Scheana tried to set up with Brittany when they were broken up.
And they're doing like cute poses. It's not just like friend poses, like your arm around each other or like in a group. It's like just the two of them. His back. Yeah. And she's like saying some cute captions, and it's like, no. And girl, you are a hopeless romantic. Like, you know you are. Everyone knows you are. Just own it and be like, yep, that's me. Yep, that's me. I feel like a Disney Channel. Like,
yes. So Jax also in his response mentioned Max. And so we looked up Max to see who this Max was, because we're like, is it Max Lisa's son? Is it Max Ariana's brother? Like, who is this Max person? So his name is Max Boyens, because we're, investigative journalists, and we don't just come to serve the tea and gossip. We come to deliver. So he's the general manager at TomTom. I feel like so professional right now delivering this, because it wasn't even in the article. Like, we had to dig for this. We looked up his LinkedIn. So he recently started working at TomTom. He's the general manager. He's kind of cute.
It's like a skater boy.
He's a skater boy. We haven't seen any photos of them together.
No, so I don't know what that was about, but maybe
apparently
that's
Jax is so if we're not seeing photos and we're not seeing any tea in the news about them together, and Jax is bringing up Max,
maybe it's in the season.
Oh, maybe Max is in this season. I mean, that would be a good way to promote TomTom.
For sure. Maybe.
That's how Lisa does it. She promotes all her restaurants by getting the girls to date all the guys and vice versa, so that there's tea to be spilled in the gossip racks. I love it. Okay. Well, on that note, should we move to serve the verdict? Ooh, you guys are heated.
Ooh, I love it.
Mike said Sheana is in a relationship with attention. That's right. Lindsay says yes, and we need a break from Sheena's relationships. Billy says if Sheana is single, good for her. She needs to be alone for a while.
I mean, that's what we were saying all last season, and yet she still didn't listen. So we're saying it one more time.
Yeah. Spooky says, she's going to go for the general manager and not Adam, the server. That's really why she isn't claiming Adam. Burn. You guys are like, this was like the most heated you guys got was about Sheana.
They're like,
Sheana
Monday
and
night!
Raquel. Sheana and Raquel are your favorite topics, and we'll shade them every week for you. Okay, let's get to serve the verdict, shall we?
I love it.
First one is about Lisa Vanderpump, because people online have been really heated about this and whether or not they think Lisa has gotten new teeth. So we have a photo of Lisa. She's wearing a little hat. She was taking some photos with people over the summer. And so you can see that her teeth look different. Like, she looks like she's wearing veneers, right?
Yes.
And these aren't teeth that she had previously.
No.
So a lot of people are saying that, like, Lisa got new teeth, but she's not actually coming out and talking about it. She's not denying it either. So that's our first serve the verdict, is whether or not you guys think Lisa Vanderpump has gotten a new rack of teeth. What do you think, Sarah?
I think so. I think I'm really good at, like, figuring out when people get work done, and I can just tell. And people's teeth are not that white, and they're also not that straight. They have to have gotten work done. But also, Kyle from Beverly Hills
Kyle also
got her
teeth
teeth done. And they were super close until
Maybe
whatever
that's why they got in a fight with the new season of Beverly Hills. No, but you can see, like, if you look at the recent photos of her when she's smiling, first of all, she never really smiles, because I tried to look up old photos of her smiling, and she never really smiled. So she was obviously insecure about her teeth. And if you look at them, like, it looks like there's a coating over them, which is the veneer over the actual tooth. When they look that thick, you can tell that, like,
when you're right.
I think everybody on Twitter is right. She definitely got some new teeth.
Yeah, and they're all super even, and the teeth aren't even.
Yeah, no, your teeth do not.
Like the baby teeth in the back, like not baby teeth, but the smaller teeth, on the sides go up more. Sorry, because we're dentists.
Clarence says definitely, but she's not young. Still gorgeous. I like that was like a nice comment, but some shade in that too, Clarence. I'm loving it. Urka P says definitely new. And Spooky says they're freaking white. They're freaky white. Freaky white.
I'm telling you, no one can really have super white teeth. And when you see that, it's like a dead giveaway.
Real, yeah. It's like a shade of white that, like, only comes in, like, a Jeff Lewis paint palette. It's not like a real tooth color. She's definitely had some work done on her teeth, Billy says. I think, okay. We have served that verdict. Okay, the second one is Sheana and Adam. They're obviously in a relationship. Like, they can't deny it. She's denying it this morning.
Yes. I mean, if they're not, they were, or they're friends with benefits.
Well, she tried to do friends with benefits with Rob too, and we all saw how that worked out.
I mean, they're in a relationship. She just posted something recently.
But her tweet this morning says that she is currently single.
Maybe that was like telling Adam to be like, hey, step up your game. People are asking. Because I feel like that's her MO. She always does stuff like that. She probably has done stuff like that with Rob and Mike. Wasn't that his name?
Mike Shea, yeah.
So that's probably it. Sorry, girl. I'm calling you out, though.
Yeah, you can't deny, I think she loves the attention. So the fact that she's posting all of these photos with him and then denying it, and then I'm like, we're in relationship, we're not in relationship. It's just it's too much, Scheana. You're too much.
Because also, why would you be posting stuff like that if you are single? So if you want to find someone, why are you going to be posting stuff like that?
With
and
a
then
guy.
they look at your Instagram and they're like, obviously, it just doesn't.
And she's not
it's not a good
posting
mood.
photos with multiple guys.
Yeah.
She's posting photo with the same guy. And they're going to hometowns together, and she's on his back, and they're just doing all sorts of cute couples poses.
Something.
Sarah does those poses with her boyfriend on her Instagram.
So.
Clarence says, it's weird to hook up your friend with someone you are now hooking up with. Which is true.
I mean, though, she just always has a motive, and that probably was it. She probably was trying to be nice. I mean, like Stassi was saying, she's not really loyal to anyone, so she's probably trying something, but really doing it for herself.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Urka P says, it's Urka Pie. So we will refer to you as Urka Pie going forward.
Sorry.
But everyone's loving Lindsay's comment. Lindsay's acute observation is Scheana is on the lookout for someone she can brag about. She needs a high profile man so she can compete with Lala. Ooh, that's a good one. Because if you think about it, that's why she's not confirming that she's dating the bartender and the manager of Tom Tom. That's I actually like that observation.
Yeah, but sweetie, do you really think a high profile man is going to go for that? You have to give some of Lala's flair, and she still can be elegant.
Yeah.
Even though she has her moments, obviously.
And you have to be ballsy enough to go for the man the way Lala is, where Sheena's just way too insecure.
Yeah, and you cannot be. You have to just be confident and own it.
I agree. All right. Hold on. Billy says, Scheana is really close to being likable. I disagree. But her tendency to get into a relationship and brag about how perfect it is annoying. I agree. Very annoying. She's way too into herself. Mm-hmm. She just... I hate that we played her song on tonight's episode. Good as gold.
I mean, it was James, so... he doesn't really know.
See, I feel like the people or the cast members on the show know which ones are really kind of on the lower rank, so they try to be friends so that they can stay relevant on the show. Because let's be real, we can get rid of half of those cast members.
Yeah, and you probably would never know. And they'd still make an appearance every once in a while, which would probably equal out to how much they're shown in this season.
Because think about it. We see Stassi consistently. We've seen her consistently in the past 2 episodes, and I've loved her, but she hasn't had much of a storyline other than she has a new boyfriend, which could have very easily been a 2-second introduction and
No, but you love when she comes on because she gives you what
she delivers.
Yeah.
She's a true reality TV star. Even Beau. I love Beau. I didn't even see much of him this week, but I'm still obsessed.
Bogey. We learned was his real name.
Bogey is his real name.
How fun. What?
You love him, Bogey.
That's just so cute. How did his parents come up with that?
I know.
What is that? Is that a family name? Is that a
cultural name that was passed down somehow?
What culture?
I don't know.
Swedish.
I don't think he's Swedish.
No.
Isn't he? He's Italian, right?
He has dark features, so I mean, could be.
I think he's Italian because they went to Italy to see his family or something. He speaks Italian too. I don't know where Bogey came from. Bogey's probably short for something, and then they shortened that to Beau.
Yeah, that's what they said.
I'm not even gonna try. Shall we get into some predictions before we crown our pumptini?
Let's do it.
And now your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
All right, what do you think is going to happen next week, Serio?
I think that people are just going to keep coming for James. He's not going to have his realization yet, which I'm very excited about. Mm-hmm. And you saw Stassi confront Scheana, like I was saying about her, not having loyalty to anyone because they were having a girls' night
Yeah.
and weren't going to invite her, which I 100% agree. And if you're a grown woman, you should be able to be like, you know what, I do that, but I'm not going to do that anymore. So I'm just excited to see all the confrontation because I feel like there's going to be a lot. And I think we missed that some last season. So I'm craving it.
Yeah, last season was way too heavy on Jax and Brittany the entire season that, like, we need to mix it up with some of those dynamics.
Yeah.
We see that Katie is obviously very bothered by James. Again, he came in this week. I know we're talking about predictions, but this week at the Pride Festival, he came at her and like was like, "Those shorts are not flattering on you." Da, da, da. And she like barely even said anything to him, and he was just so enraged that he had to just attack whoever was around him. And Katie was an easy target for him, and she even said like, "Come up with an original joke. What, you're gonna call me fat again? You already did that for the past 2 seasons."
That's what I'm saying. He just doesn't. Why are you so outraged? Because it's true?
Because he has a lot of built-up tension, and he just needs to let it all out of the closet. All of it.
Yep.
Do you really think Katie's going to quit?
No.
No.
I think that it's going to have Lisa have a sit down with James, and that's when he's going to have the realization or not, and she's going to let him know that it's unacceptable. That's what I think.
We also see next week that Raquel is defending James. She says, "You don't see the James that I see."
It's like, have you not watched reality TV? Did you see Luann defend Tom? Have you seen constant people defending
The
victim?
cheater.
Like, yeah.
The professional victim. No, absolutely. It's like, this is classic. The girl that always defends the man that cheated on her always looks stupid at the reunion.
Yeah, be humble. You don't have to say how amazing he is. You can kind of still be quiet and coy. Play it off that way. So in the long run, you don't come off looking like, well, I was wrong. And it's like, we all knew. We all knew.
Spookies is killing it tonight. He said, "LOL, wouldn't you name a dog Bogey?" I would. You guys are so good. I love it. I love when you guys jump in the live chat. And we love when you guys leave comments. So don't forget to leave comments if you're not watching this live. And don't forget to subscribe because we love when you guys subscribe and you want to get those notifications that Serio and I are live. And get ready because TDP is coming back next week. Yay! The panel is back together. Get ready. Whoop, whoop. Stay tuned. We're going to be breaking down Vanderpump Rules every Monday, you guys. Who is your pumptini going to this week, Serio?
Krazy Kristen.
Krazy Kristen, I agree.
Yeah, right?
Cheers to Krazy Kristen.
To Kristen.
Let us know who's getting your pumptini. I'm Zach Peter. You can follow me at Just Plain Zach all over the internet. I post really funny tweets about Vanderpump Rules and really cute selfies, so go follow me at Just Plain Zach.
Yes, go follow him. And I'm Sarah Serio. You can follow me at SSerio for so much fun. Thanks for watching, guys.
So much fun. Thank you, guys. Mwah.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.